All right, the next section covers questions number 12 through 14. Almost done with this lesson, I promise. Let's take a look. It says, use the table to help you verify the patterns you noticed in item 11. First, write each quotient in the table below in expanded form. Then express the quotient as a single power of the given base. The first one has been done for you. So they did 2 to the 5th power. Notice all their 2's up here. There are 5 of them. You can count them up if you like. Then they did 2 to the 2nd power. That's these right here in the denominator position. Notice how they crossed out 2's, but they only crossed out 2 2's because once I cross out these 2's, there's no more left in the denominator position. So I can't keep writing 2's or crossing them out. So that leaves me with 1, 2, 3 as my exponent. And that's where they got their answer from, okay? So we're going to do 5 times 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 5. Yep, got 8 of them, okay? In that denominator position, I'm going to do 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. They rewrote this. I'm not going to try to rewrite this, okay? I'm going to just kind of cross them out with a pencil here so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can still cross out 2 more, right? I have 2 on top, and I still have 2 on bottom, okay? So I've crossed them all out. How many 5's am I left with? 2 of them, right? So we would write 5 to the 2nd power. All right, let's take a look at our A's. We have 3 in the top position or in the numerator position. If it says A to the 1st power, that means there's only one A. Again, I'm going to take my pencil and mark out how many I have in common in both numerator and denominator position. And I'm left with 2 A's. So I would write that as A to the 2nd power. Last one for this little chunk of expanding here. X, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice I got to go to 7. So 6, 7. And then the bottom, I got to go to 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, I only can cross out 3 because that's all I have in the bottom. So we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Now, let's just go back and look at our exponents because we're trying to see if this pattern that we suggested in question 11 holds true. When I divide, what happens with my exponents? So I had 5 and 2 here, and I had an exponent of 3. That's a subtraction. We had 8 and 6 as my exponents, and 2 here. We had 3 and 1. Make sure you're doing numerator minus denominator, okay, with your exponents. And that gives me indeed 2. And we had 7x and that 4. And 7 minus 4 gives me, oops, sorry, I wrote that wrong. I wrote it wrong. This should have been 3 in the denominator position. I got ahead of myself. Look at me go. And that gives me 4. So I am noticing that whatever my exponent positions are, I'm going to subtract them to get my new exponent. So instead of putting the plus here, we're actually going to put a minus for question number 13. Based on the pattern you've observed in item 12, write the missing exponent in the box to complete the quotient of powers property. Now notice earlier when we did that one from question number 7, we did product, meaning we were multiplying them. Quotient means dividing, and you subtract your exponents. So let's take a look at 14. 14 says, use the quotient of powers property. Okay, that says take your exponents and subtract them. Numerator minus denominator exponent. To rewrite a to the 11th over 3 divided by a to the 2/3 as a single power. So we are going to rewrite this as I'm going to rewrite it real quick. 11 over 4. Nope, 11 over 3. Sorry. Why do I keep switching that? All divided by a, and this exponent is 2/3. This tells me subtract your exponents. A, we're going to do 11 over 3 minus 2 over 3. 11 over 3, 2 over 3. I have like denominators, so I can just subtract the numerators. And 11 minus 2 is 9. So I've got a to the 9/3. What is 9 divided by 3? 3. Looking at this problem, I would have probably never come to the conclusion without applying this that was going to be 3. Now, if I had some numbers in there, that might help me a little bit because I could use the calculator, but we might not always have a number to work with. So keep that in mind. All right, go ahead and write and get what you need to off of this chart, and then we're going to move on to examples A and B.